I'm sharing 4 salad recipes today. These aren't just boring side salads, these are unique, quick to make, and delicious. If you're new here, I'm Amy. I'm a wife and a mom to 2 young girls, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I love sharing what I'm cooking in my kitchen. And today I'm really excited to share these easy and delicious recipes. Don't forget, in the description I always include WW points and calories if you're interested in that, and the recipes as well. So make sure to check that out, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna make a salad. I'm gonna chop up some string cheese and some figs. You can use any kind of cheese that you'd like. I like this cheese just because it provides a nice texture difference, I think. It's kind of a little bit harder. The pieces are big, whereas shredded cheese, I think, gets more lost in salad. And it's just kind of a nice mild flavor, but you could use pepper jack, you could use goat cheese, that would be really good. I love this salad because of how easy it is, but it's so tasty. So I baked some bacon in the oven at 400 for about 20-25 minutes. We like our bacon really crispy. Once it comes out of the oven, I transfer it to just a paper towel lined plate, let it cool for a little bit, and then I go ahead and crumble it up. So now I'm just going to assemble the salad. I just kind of tore up some greens. I like it a little bit smaller, added the cheese, added the figs, and then topped it with the bacon. I seasoned it with oregano. I think the thing that makes this salad is the dressing. This dressing combination is so delicious and just so easy. I just use maple syrup and some balsamic vinegar, salt, and pepper, and that's all. I just mix it all together in a bowl, and it's so tasty. It's bright, it's flavorful. This next salad is also super tasty, and it doesn't have any greens or any lettuce. It's just like a raw veggie base. And it has a really delicious homemade vinaigrette with fresh lemon. It's just so good. So I just sliced up some cucumber. I cut up some cherry tomatoes and also some more cheese sticks. I just love the cheese sticks in salad. It's just a nice texture, I think. In a salad, you get like some hearty chunks of cheese in there. And I also went out and picked some fresh basil from our basil plant, and I went ahead and really thinly sliced that up. This dressing is so tasty. I know it's so easy to just buy dressing from the store, but honestly, homemade is so good. So I just used some olive oil, juice of a lemon, a tablespoon of honey. You could definitely use like a 0 sugar sweetener if you'd prefer. That's definitely up to you. I seasoned it with garlic. The recipe calls for garlic cloves minced. I just used ground garlic. I don't love like the flavor of fresh raw garlic, so I just prefer like ground garlic if I'm using it not cooked. And then I added oregano, salt, and pepper. Shook it up in a jar. This is actually just a jar that some jam came in, so it's a really good way to kind of shake up salad dressing if you're making it homemade. And that's everything for the salad. I just went ahead and assembled it. And honestly, we loved it. My husband said that was his favorite salad that I had made in a while. I thought this vinaigrette was so tasty. I will link the original recipe below. It is for like a panzanella tossed salad, but I just used the dressing recipe. I would definitely recommend this, especially if you're kind of sick of just like a regular greens salad. This is a nice change up. Perfect for summer. I love this salad. I make it all of the time. It's like a dressed up bagged salad with a handful of additional ingredients like to a bagged salad. So I just chop up some green onion, some cilantro, and I cooked some ramen based on the package. This is some like brown rice millet ramen that I bought, and I just cook it up. You could also do it raw. I prefer it cooked. If you leave it raw, it's really crunchy and you want to really kind of finely break up those ramen pieces. So this is the Asian chopped salad kit that I use. It's so tasty. So now I just take the salad part, pour it in a bowl, add the cooked ramen. I only added about half of what I made. Now I'm going to add cilantro, the green onions that I just chopped, some ginger, a little bit of garlic powder,
a couple tablespoons of tamari. You could also just use soy sauce or coconut aminos if you'd like. You can use the tiniest bit of sesame oil, so it's maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I'm just going to use the dressing that came with the salad mix. You could use something different if you want to save on some calories or points. I'm going to save this packet for when we actually eat it. I'll probably just put a little bit on each individual portion of the salad. And this is just such an easy, quick, flavorful salad. And I thought I'd show you really quickly what I'm doing for my kids. We have 2 young kids, and sometimes our older daughter likes the salad, but we have a 1-year-old who won't be able to eat the salad. So what I'm gonna do to season it is I'm gonna add some of that tamari. You could also just use a vinaigrette. I do have this like sesame ginger vinaigrette. You could use that. I'm gonna add the tiniest bit of garlic, the tiniest bit of ginger, and a little bit of honey. You could use maple syrup as well. I have done that and we really like that. And that's it. I'm just gonna give it a stir. And then I'll just serve this with some peas or some steamed broccoli or something like that, and fruit. So just a really easy way to make it kid friendly. Also, if you buy the regular ramen, you could just use the ramen seasoning that it comes with. There are a lot of options just to make a really quick and easy meal for the entire family. This is such an easy way to make a bag salad into a full meal.
First, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up the corn and the pasta. So I bought 8 ears of corn. I won't need all of this for the pasta salad, but I figure I'll make it all at once, and then I'll have some leftovers for another meal this week. And then I also, as you saw, bought this pasta from Trader Joe's. I thought the shape was really cute, so I have the water going for that. And until the water is ready, I'm gonna go ahead and prep some other ingredients. I think I have all of the ingredients here for the pasta salad. I'm going to be changing up the recipe, but I will link the original recipe below as well as what I'm using. I'm going to use zucchini, and I'm just going to saute these in a pan. I picked a whole bunch of fresh basil from our basil plant, and I'm going to use that for the vinaigrette. I'm also going to chop up a shallot. I need some lemon. I'm going to use Parmesan. The original recipe calls for mozzarella. I'm going to use Parmesan, garlic, and then here are all of the other ingredients. So roasted red peppers, and then some seasonings, red wine vinegar, olive oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on all of the chopping and prepping now for this. The corn water is ready for the corn, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in.
I'm going to chop up the zucchini. Before I do any of the other veggies, I'm also going to grate the cheese.
Now I'm going to chop up the shallot. I want it to be in pretty small pieces, and I'm also going to go ahead and chop up the garlic. You could also mince the garlic or even use like pre-minced garlic or ground garlic, whatever you'd like. And I'm going to go ahead and juice the lemon. I juiced the whole lemon, but I only used a tablespoon of the juice in this recipe. Now I'm cooking the shallot in just a little bit of oil. I'm adding in the garlic after the shallot cooks for a couple of minutes. The garlic only needs to cook for like 30 seconds or so. Once all of that is done, I'm taking it out, and then I'm cooking the zucchini. I just want it to kind of saute, get a bit brown and crispy, and also soft in the middle.
While the zucchini is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and take the corn off the cob. I need a cup of it. Now I'm going to make the vinaigrette, so I'm going to add everything to a blender. So the basil, the shallot and garlic, some red pepper flakes, some olive oil, red wine vinegar, and some salt. And I'm just gonna blend this up for about 60 seconds until it's smooth. This bowl is clean, I just had the corn sitting in it. But now I'm gonna go ahead and combine everything and we're gonna make this pasta salad come together. I'm gonna put that vinaigrette in, which smells really good. I'm gonna add that zucchini in, some cheese, about a half cup, the corn, and I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of the lemon juice, and I'll taste it to see if I wanna add a little bit more. And I want the corn to break up a little bit more, so I'm not gonna be like gentle with it or anything like that. You could serve this hot or cold. I'm gonna taste it right now when it's hot, but we're gonna eat it when it's cold. Okay, let's go ahead and try it. Try to get a little bit of everything. Yeah, this is delicious. It's bright, it's fresh. I love the crispness of the corn. Adds a nice texture. That kind of sweetness of the zucchini. The vinaigrette is so delicious, so fresh and bright tasting. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some ideas. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. I'd love to have you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.